Welcome everybody, as right now it is week 15 in the Gold League, and New York will play Cincinnati, Seattle, the big games, I'll just tell you that much. New York at Cincinnati. New York is fighting Dallas for the division lead. Cincinnati's fighting for a wild card spot. They were swept by the Steelers, and right now they're tied with Cleveland and everybody else for the third and final spot. 8 and 6, 3 teams for 2 positions. New England and Baltimore are 1 game behind. The loser will be eliminated. The winner pretty much eliminated. The winner will be in the hunt. Dallas trying to look again for that NFC East title. New York's leading them. They play Tampa Bay. New York and Kansas City will just go in. The Steelers are 10 and 4. They are a game behind Oakland and Baltimore, so they're all 1 and 1 against each other. The Baltimore hosting the Cardinals. We're going to have Cleveland and Chicago, Atlanta, Green Bay. Cleveland, they're looking to go 9 and 6. The Steelers have got the division. Cleveland wants to go 9 and 6. If Cleveland goes 9 and 6, oh, that's going to be big. We got to see how everybody else goes. But Chicago right now in the NFC North are right behind 97 Green Bay. 97 Green Bay has clawed their way back, and they play 98 Atlanta. 98 Atlanta is 8 and 6, along with Carolina and New Orleans. So that's going to be big there. That's a big game, Atlanta and Green Bay. Technically, everybody could have a losing record if Chicago and Green Bay lose. Carolina and Minnesota. Carolina is also one of those 8 and 6 teams. The Redskins are 7 and 7, 8 and 6, and the NFC is the standard, so they have to win or they're done. The 49ers are 10 and 4. The 49ers with the best record. They're trying to, they would clinch with a win or a Giants loss. The Rams are 9 and 5. They still got the division if they win and go 11 and 5, and San Francisco goes 10 and 6. Oakland is 11 and 3. The Steelers beat Oakland. And Miami and San Diego. Miami is there. San Diego. Miami is 8 and 6. So they're 1 game ahead of New England. So if New England wins and Miami loses, we got a tie for first. We got to see who has a tiebreaker. But San Diego is 9 and 5. If they lose, Oakland wins the division. If they win and Oakland loses, they're still in. If Oakland wins, that's it. Oakland has 4 and 10 Philadelphia to do certain things. And today it's going to be Cleveland and Chicago. As you look at the other games, the biggest thing I think in this sort of thing, you just don't know. It's separation. It could be crazier, or it could be not crazier. You never know. It could be a separation, or it could be a separation, or it could be a clumping. So here we go. We're going to be in Chicago's Soldier Field, ready to go. Chicago, Peyton and Suey. I think McMahon, their defense is very good. Cleveland's might not be great at all, but their offense might be better. You never know. Cleveland and Chicago. And Chicago will kick off to Cleveland, and we're underway. Butler to the 7-yard line, and here we go. Here's Cleveland, 15, 20, up to the 24. So it'll be first down and 10 for Cleveland. And there they are. Bernie Kosar, Manoa, Tim Manoa, Kevin Mack out of Clemson, Webster Slaughter, Newsom, and Brian Brennan. It'll be a first down. Kosar to throw. Looking, throws it away. Kevin Mack, it'll be second down. For Chicago, their team is just, you pick. You pick. Gary Fensick went to Yale. Never knew that. Second and 10. Back to throw, Kosar. The blitz is on. Kosar again, throws down the middle. That's going to be Ozzie Newsome, first down. Down to the 49. Kosar 321 yards in his last game. It'll be first down as they're starting to drive on Chicago. Kosar. Singletary on the blitz. Singletary. It's going to be underneath. Tim Manoa down to the 45 and a gain of 4. Second down for the Cleveland Browns. They're driving. Kosar again. Kosar, Webster Slaughter, and a first down to the 25. 10, 5, and he's down to the 3. Gary Fensick, a huge stop at the 3-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. First down and goal for the Cleveland Browns. Back they go to Kevin Mack, and down he goes, nothing. I'll go with the stop. It'll be second and goal at the 4. Boy, Cleveland needs this touchdown. They really do. Kosar. Kosar into Slaughter, no good, third down. Big third and goal for Cleveland. Third down, back to throw. Looking, no, tried to go to Biner. And it'll be fourth down, and now they're going to kick. Jeff Jagger. Jagger, and it is up and good. 3-0. A 22-yard field goal early. First possession. They barely ran the football, and here's the kickoff. They're going to down it and go to the 20-yard line. Well, you got McMahon, and yet Walter Payton has 1,410 yards. Suey from Penn State is also back there. Some good rushing, Gold, Moorhead, and McKinnon. And it looks pretty good. That's going to be the offense. And Matt Suey. Suey again, and Sam Clancy, University of Pittsburgh. It'll be second down. So here's Cleveland's defense. Clancy from Pitt, there it is. Matthews, Clay Matthews from USC. Grayson, Minifield, Wright, Ellis, Hanford, Dixon, Eddie Johnson. Second down and 11. McMahon back to throw, looking, and no, tried to go to McKinnon. Third down. Third and 13. Payton has not touched the ball yet. And it'll be Payton. Here he is. Walter, 35-40. He's got a first down and more, and down to the 45. What a screen pass. And a huge screen pass and a first down. So they keep it alive. First down for Chicago. Suey. Matt Suey, and that's going to be a gain of 10, just short. So it'll be second down and inches. Second and inches. McMahon, they give to Walter. Walter on the run, and finally his first run. He gains 4. It'll be a first down, and here they go. Here comes Chicago, a strong running game. Matt Suey. Suey in another game. So it'll be second down and 6. running the football now. 4 rushes and 2 passes. Suey on the draw. Suey, what a move. And 6 yards and a first down. They're going to call it just a dive play. It'll be first down and 10. Cleveland 3, Chicago nothing. Back, they give to Matt Suey. Matt Suey again down to the 20. And a gain of 2, it'll be second down and 8. Second and 8. Cleveland 3, Chicago nothing. Back to throw. McMahon. And down he goes. Zuli. Third and 15. Third down and 15. 3-0 Cleveland versus Chicago. Back to throw. McMahon. Intercepted. Hanford Dixon. And it's intercepted in a huge interception by Cleveland. They were driving. And they were driving. It was third down and 15, and my goodness. So here comes Cleveland. First down. Back to throw. The blitz is on. Throws it right down. Intercepted back! Intercepted back! Richardson. That's incredible. That is incredible. They trade interceptions. Oh my goodness. They trade interceptions. It'll be first and 10. McMahon. McMahon to run. McMahon will go. And a gain of 9. They're going to keep it on the ground. You know that. So they at least tie it. Second down and 1. Back. They give to Peyton again. Peyton up the middle. There's a flag.
Holding offense number 87, 10-yard penalty.
And Moorhead with the hold, the tight end, and they're going to shove him back. It'll be second and 11. Second down and 11. McMahon to Walter. Walter on the run. Only a gain of 1. Third down. Third and 10. McMahon to throw. McMahon looking. McMahon. No. And Kevin Butler will come out. Butler on the 27. And here it is. Butler up over, and it is good. It's a 3-3 game. So Cleveland 3, Chicago 3. 3:51 to go. Quickly, a huge day. The Giants and Bengals, a huge game. The Baltimore Colts up 14-7 already on St. Louis. The 49ers are down. The Rams are up. Oakland 7-0 there. Miami 14-7 over San Diego. Washington they gotta win. Tampa's beating Dallas. So right now that's New England's got to win that game against the Ravens. And the Ravens got to win. Carolina in their division, they're winning. Green Bay 7-6. New Orleans and Pittsburgh 7-7. So here it is. Butler down to the 2. They go on a run to the 10, 15, 21-yard line. First down and 10. Here's Bernie. Back to throw. Bernie looking, throwing, no good. Try to go to Mack. Second down and 10. Kozar, the blitz is on. They're holding it, they go. Manoa. Only a gain of 4. It'll be third down. Third and 6. Back to throw, looking, firing, no good, almost intercepted. Remember, he threw back-to-back interceptions that led to a field goal. It was McMahon, and there it is. There's the return of the punt. It's going to be Taylor. First down, 2:49 to go. Back to throw. And to Walter. And Walter will only get about a gain of 2. It'll be second out. I'll tell you what, they want to make it 10-3 right now. Big man to throw, 1 of 4 today. Underneath, and that's Suey. Suey, and out of bounds, a gain of 7. Third down and 1. So 3rd and 1. And over, that's Walter, and a first down. So gain 3. First and 10. Back to throw. No good. Be second down and 10. Can they run it again? And they'll give it to Suey. A gain of 2. It'll be 3rd down and 8. 3rd and 8. They won't do a thing. Chicago wants to talk about it. It's a 3-3 game. So it is a 3-3 game. And a 3rd and 8 for the Bears. This is really big. 3rd and 8 for the Bears. Back to throw, McMahon. Throwing, no good, and now they're going to kick. So the Chicago Bears. And out of bounds at the 8. Well, look at Cleveland. Let's take a look at them as a team. Average on offense, good on defense. They did, well, let's see. They swept 0-1 Baltimore. And they play Chicago, they play Cincinnati at the end. I think it's Pittsburgh and Cleveland at the end of there. No, this is Cleveland. I think it's Pittsburgh and Baltimore. Pittsburgh beat Cleveland 47-27 and 29-14. But then they've been 4-2. They just won 13-0 against Tampa Bay and 27-6. Look at this. They've only given up 6 points in 3 games, including 2 shutouts. They've only given up 3 here, so there's Kevin Mack. They don't give up yards. That's going to be a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 when Chicago gets the ball. Then we're going to take a look. Kevin Mack, he breaks 1. Here's Kevin Mack up to the 20-yard line and a first down. Cleveland 3, Chicago 3. First down. Back to throw. They're going to throw over to Kevin Mack to the 25 to the 24, 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6 down. Back to throw. Looking, there's Kevin Mack. And a first down, so a gain of 10. All of a sudden, Cleveland is starting a big drive. They're not the best. Offensively, Kevin Mack. And fumble. It is Chicago's. And turnovers hurting Cleveland. Big turnover and a big fumble. So Kevin Mack having trouble. 3 runs for 4 yards and a fumble. So it'll be first down. McMahon to Walter. Walter down to the 30 to the 29. Look at Chicago now. 2nd and 3. Walter again. Only one, a big 3rd down and 2. Big 3rd down and 2 for Chicago. keep this going. They give to Matsui. Sui, no, short. He's in the middle of the field, and now they're going to kick. Kevin Butler. This is 28. This will be 45 yards. And he missed it. I don't think Chicago's given up a touchdown in 3 games. And they hold here. It's going to be 1st and 10, right almost where they had the ball. So they go to Kevin Mack again. No harm, no foul. And he got 2. It'll be 2nd down. A 3-3 game. 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Looking. They're going to throw it deep. Webster Slaughter. And Webster Slaughter in a 1st down. Oh my goodness. And the Cleveland Browns at 3-3. They're driving. It'll be 1st down. Tim Manoa. And that's going to be a gain of 2, 2nd down. Cleveland 8 and 6, as you can see. They were 5 and 6. And then they beat Cincinnati, a big win to go 6 and 6. Beat New England 27 to 6. And beat Tampa Bay 13 to nothing. Turnovers, they are 3rd, only averaging 0.8 of one. They have 2 today. And we're not even halfway through the 2nd. Ernest Biner on the run down to the 13. Look at this. Cleveland now threatening 1st down. They go to Kevin Mack. Mack again to the 10, to the 9. Be a gain of 4, 2nd down. 2nd and 6. So Cleveland 3, Chicago 3. Kevin Mack. It'll be 3rd down and 3. 3rd and 3 from the 6-yard line. They go to Kevin Mack. And it'll be 4th down. And now they're going to kick a field goal. Jeff Jagger. Here we go to make it 6-3. And good. Poked it right through. Now halftime scores. The Giants are up on Cincinnati. St. Louis is only a point behind Baltimore. Baltimore's won 10 in a row. The 49ers are tied with Jacksonville. The Titans are up on LA. Oakland is up. Miami is up on San Diego, 21-7. The Redskins are up 7-6. Dallas up 17-7. The Ravens up 14-10 in a game where the loser of that is probably done. The Houston Texans are 5-9, but they're against these monsters. They're doing great. Carolina 17-10 over Minnesota. Minnesota has to win out. Hope a lot of things happen. Atlanta's leading Green Bay. The Steelers are up over New Orleans. And Buffalo and Seattle are tied at 0 at the half. Rare, but looking at this, I think Green Bay, if they lose and Minnesota wins Central and Detroit is out of it, Minnesota might be able to be in it, but Chicago's got to lose. And yeah, Green Bay, Minnesota, 6-8 so far. Things are happening, and this will be to the 4. To the 10, 15, 20, to the 23. 1st and 10. And Sui to the 25. It'll be 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Back, they're going to look. There's Jim McMahon in the run, and that's going to be a 1st down. Gain of 13. That's huge. If he has to run, they're going to run. They're using the run a lot. It'll be a first down. Walter, and he's 14-10 coming into the game. And Walter Payton has 2 for 20. No. Payton has 6 runs for 14 yards. Suey has almost double the runs. McBain will throw to Walter, and down he goes. It'll be third down, no gain. Third down. And a throw. Quick throw, no good. Dixon, and let's see.
Offsides. Offense. Number 62, 5-yard penalty.
So it's going to be boards, no good. They're going to decline, and now the kick. So here it is, Buford. Indeed. It'll be from the 9, 20 to the 24. 2:18 to go. First down, back to throw, Kozar. Kozar underneath, though, good second out. 2:09 to go, second out, back to throw, Kozar. Kozar looking, he's going to run it himself. He'll be down there. It should be the end of Cleveland timeout there. 3rd and 6. Kozar again, looking. Throwing a little too far, and that's 2 minutes. So the 2-minute warning, and here's the kick. High and deep. Here they go to the 30, to the 35, 40, up to the 45. So we're going to take a quick slight break here. As the score, it's Cleveland 6, Chicago 3. So here it is, 6-3. Cleveland's 6-5 in first downs. Not many first downs in this game. Very defensive. That's going to be
False start.
Yeah,
offense. Number 79, 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Becker sends him back 5. 1st and 15. Walter, and it's going to be a gain of 2. Chicago, all 3 of their timeouts. Looks like they're going to be a little sped up. 2nd and 13. We go to Matt Suey. Matt, he's going to run, and he's going to be out of bounds. Yes, he does. 3rd and 3. 1:25 to go. McMahon to Walter, and he got it, first down. 1st and 10. 2 timeouts remaining. And to Matsui, nothing there. 2nd and 10. 1 remaining. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McMahon over, and that's going to be Moorhead. And Moorhead out of bounds, but he's a yard short. Down in 1. They give to Willie Gold on a reverse. Willie gets a first down and a gain of 5. So it'll be first down and 10. Timeout Chicago, they have none remaining. I don't know, they're back there for a field goal. Back to throw. They pitch it to Walter. Walter again on the run. There he goes. There's a flag, and let's see what it is.
Holding. Offense. Number 62. 10-yard penalty.
Boards again. They're going to nail it back. 55 seconds. That would have been big. Back to throw McMahon. McMahon, and down he goes. Sam Clancy. It'll be 2nd and 31. Going to let it go. They're going to spike it, actually. 3rd and 31. I guess they figured just throw it. See what happens. McMahon throws, and McKinnon no good. And they're going to have to punt. Just going to stay away from the kicker. And Buford, Chicago has none remaining. Going to go 10, 15. 20 seconds to go. I think they're just gonna run it up the middle. Kevin Mack, and there it goes. And that should be the game, not the game. 60 plays in that first half, and the score at the half, it's gonna be Cleveland 6, Chicago 3. So Cleveland 6, Chicago 3. The Cleveland Browns 8-16. I mean, it's a very defensive game. This were a championship game. Who knows? You know, you never know. Cleveland is playing their best defensive football. They just got to play a little bit of good offense right now. And here's the second half. Deep to the 4. They go. It's going to be to the 10, the 13, it's to the 12. Not a good return. It's going to be first down. Penalty, and they moved them back.
False start. Offense. Number 62. 5-yard penalty. Repeat. First down.
Well, Boards, that's the second time. It's another penalty on Boards. He's having a bad game. 1st and 15. McMahon over to Walter. Walter will get 2. It'll be 2nd down. Cleveland needs a stop here. 2nd down. Give to Matsui. Mount on the run. It'll be gain of 3. 3rd down and 10. 2 downs to get back to the original line. 3rd and 10. McMahon. McMahon over the middle. No good. That's Moorhead. Right, let's see.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 22. Automatic. First down.
My goodness. Cleveland had Chicago right where they wanted them. And that's going to be on right. There it is. Felix Wright from Drake. 1st and 10. McMahon. A good 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And no good. Penalty.
Roughing the passer. Defense. Number 79. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
I'm telling you right now, Cleveland is just brutal on their own selves. 16-yard flag and a 15-yard flag. A first down. They give to Walter. Walter on a run. They're stopping everybody. It'll be 2nd down. Pizzoli with the stop. 2nd and 7. Walter. Walter again. Walter. And down he goes. A gain of 5. Bounce. 3rd down and 2. Let's see what they do. They give to Walter a 3rd time in a row, and he'll be short. I would just watch the fake. And that's what they're going to do. Buford. They don't want to get near the kicker. But they give up field position to the 9. It's a big thing. Here it is. First down for Cleveland. Kozar gives to Manoa. Manoa on a run. Look at this. Manoa fumbles. Delayed. Chicago's got it. his second fumble. And I don't know. But Tim Manoa, we'll see that at the end of the game. A big fumble. And Chicago has it. It's going to be a first down. Back in it. Here's McMahon. McMahon over the middle, no good. Second down. Tried to go to Walter. Second down and 10. Back they give to Matsui. And Sui gain of 1. Third and 9. Cleveland trying to hold. McMahon, there's a flag, and let's see what it is.
Holding offense, number 63, 10-yard penalty.
Jay Hogenberg, they're going to say, they're going to accept it because it would be 50, and they would try a 50-yard field goal. They would. Third and 19. McMahon over and got it, but this will be 47 now. 47 yards for Butler. And no good, he missed it. He missed it, no good. Kevin Butler from 47. Cleveland will have it. It'll be first down. Manoa on a run, and he got a gain of 1. Second down. Kozar underneath, and they'll get it to the 50 and a first down. First and 10. So back to throw. There's a flag, and it'll be a gain of 14.
Encroachment, defense, number 55, 5-yard penalty.
So first down and 10. Cleveland 6. Chicago 3. The throw. Kozar a little too far for Slaughter. Oh, it looked like he should have had that. Second down and 10. Kozar looking over the middle, and it's caught down to the 15. To the 16-yard line, and here comes Cleveland. Getting much closer. Halfway through the third. First down. Kozar. And down he goes. Richard down. Second down and 17. Back to throw. And they go to Ernest. Gets 7 of that back. Third down and 5. 6 minutes. Barney. Over. That's Kevin Mack, and he scores. A huge touchdown, and it's 12-3. 8 plays, 62 yards, 4 minutes. Jager, it's good. You got to be really surprised if you're Chicago. Looking it down, and Chicago's down 13-3. They're in trouble. Back to throw. McMahon. They go to Willie. Willie going over the 40. He's an Olympic sprinter, and he goes down to the 47. Ellis brings him down, and here's Chicago down. First down. McMahon to throw again. He'll throw. He's got Moorhead. Moorhead and a first down. Cleveland hasn't given up a touchdown in 3 games. McMahon, they've given up 6 points in 3 games. Peyton will be a gain of 5. Second and 5. 3:51 to go. McMahon to Peyton. Peyton again, stuff short. Third and 5. Jimmy. Walter on the draw. No, they don't get fooled. That draw play is deadly. Here's Kevin Butler. Butler again, 29, he nails it. 18-6. And they're going to kick it it deep. And they'll down it. Quickly. Don't have it. First down. Go to Kevin Mack, and down he goes. He loses one. Second down. Yeah, we'll get it at the beginning of the fourth. Second down and 11. They give to Manoa. Manoa fumbles, but he picks it up again. 15. Under a minute here in the third. Kozar, no good, and it's fourth down. So now they got a punt. They're losing control of this one. Gossett deep to the 32. And it'll be to the 44. Or 42, actually. 10 seconds. McMahon will throw. He's got Moorhead down to the 40-yard line, and that'll be it. At the end of 3, the score is Cleveland 13, Chicago 6. Oh, this is coming down to the end. Well, it's the fourth quarter, and this is it. This is really it. Chicago's season could be down to this, where they can score a touchdown against the team I don't believe has given up a touchdown in 3 games. McMahon, or 1. The throw, no good. Second and 10. Chicago taking a look at their team. We never did. They've been around even the whole time. They got beat by the Steelers, and they got beat by the Houston Texans. That hurt. That really, really hurt. They beat Buffalo by 1. Imagine if they would have lost that game. They almost beat Oakland. They got beat by Detroit, the team they killed 48-14. Green Bay beat them. And they play at Minnesota. Let's see. Green Bay. Green Bay beat Chicago twice. That's the thing. Green Bay beat Chicago twice. So they need to really win this game. It's going to be second and 10. Walter on a run, and he gains 5. Third and 5. Back to throw. Looking, they give to Walter. Walter, 35-30, 25-20, and down to the 19, and a first down. That's a huge play on a 3rd and 5. Humongous play, and Chicago a first down. Quickly, we're going to see these twice. Cincinnati leading. Baltimore going ahead. The 49ers leading. Tennessee leading the Rams. Oakland. Miami all over San Diego. The Redskins by 1. Dallas blowing out Tampa Bay 31-7. New England leads the Ravens. The Texans beating Detroit. Carolina beating Minnesota. It's almost over for them. Atlanta beating Green Bay. That's the thing with Chicago, as they need a win. The Steelers winning, that would be big for them. And there they go. It'll be first down and 10. They go to Matt Suey. Matt to the 14. 13 will be second and 4. Second and 4. Matt Suey again. Down to the 11-yard line. Third down. Third and 1. Very, very big. 12 and a half to go. McMahon. Peyton. He's got it in a first down, first and goal. Might be the biggest 4 plays of Chicago's season. With Green Bay losing, they really need to get this. First down to give to Walter. Walter, and he's going to get 2. They really need to get this, Chicago does. Second and goal. Cleveland needs this stop. They're 8 and 6. Back to throw. McMahon. McMahon and Sam Clancy again. His second sack. Third down and goal. Third and goal now for Chicago on the 15. McMahon. McMahon to throw. McMahon, he's looking and he's sacked by Harper. And now it's turned in to a 40-yard field goal. 40 yards. And here it is. He missed it. They go first and goal, and they end up missing it. Oh, my. Oh, my goodness. So here we go. It's going to be first down, Cleveland.
False start. Offense, number 82, 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
So now it'll be first and 15, Ozzie Newsome from the University of Alabama. First and 15, 9:21 to go. There's Ernest. And again, the 2, it'll be second down. Second down. Second and 13. Back to throw. Looking underneath, it'll be third down. Third and 13. Back to throw, looking. Kozar, no. And again, they give it back to Chicago. They can only get so much. And then they can get only so much. You can only stop Chicago so many times. Quickly, 5 minutes to go. Cincinnati leading. Baltimore's going to win. San Francisco holding on. LA really trying to hold on. The Rams. Oakland looks good. The Redskins trying to hold on. Dallas will win. The Ravens, they take the lead. Carolina trying to hold on. Minnesota trying to save their season. Atlanta might win. If they beat Green Bay, that's huge. The Steelers look solid. And here we go. It'll be first down. McMahon. 8:25 to go. They go to Walter. Walter, nothing there. They lose 1. It'll be second down. Oh, my. Second and 11. McMahon to throw. McMahon throws over the middle, no good. Third down. 14-6. Third and 11. Back to throw, looking. McMahon throws it. He's got it, and a first down. There's a penalty.
Personal foul. Defense,
Oh,
number
my.
23,
It's against
15-yard
Harper.
penalty. Automatic. First down.
So again, Chicago moving the football. And Cleveland's penalties have been really terribly timed. McMahon, it's all the way down to the 40. McMahon will throw, no good, second down. Under halfway. Second down and 10. McMahon to Matsui. And nothing there, third down. Third and 8. Third down and 8. Back to throw, McMahon. He's gonna look, he throws, and it's fourth down. There it is, they're now gonna go for it. 13-6, fourth and 8. Back to throw, McMahon. He's got it, is it enough? He gets it barely. Barely a first down, and they keep it alive. First down and 10. 13-6. They go to Matsui. Matsui on a run, there's a flag.
Offsides. Defense. Number 79. 5-yard penalty.
So Bob Golick, it'll be first down. And 10 with 5:39 to go. McMahon back to throw. McMahon fires. No. Intercepted. Intercepted by Frank Minifield. Oh my goodness. Oh my, and that's how many times in Chicago. Oh my goodness. They're doing what Cleveland is known to do. First down, and here they go, Kozar. Kozar going, they got Webster, and up to the 48 and a first down. They're gonna let that clock run. They're gonna let it run. First down and 10. So there it is, Kevin Mack, nothing there. Second down and 10. Under 4.5, it's just a slew of first downs. That's what you're trying to do. Kozar. Kozar throws. Oh, it goes over Newsome. 55%. So you have
Upon
the
further
challenge over
review,
50.
the ball was secured before it hit the ground. The pass is complete.
So
no
they get
timeout will be charged.
the first down. And look at this. First and 10. Go to Manoa. A gain of 4, it'll be second down. Chicago's watching her season go down the drain. Go over to Kevin Mack, a gain of 3, it'll be third down. Chicago, no timeout now. Third and 3, it might be the biggest one of the year. And it is loud in here back. And they're just gonna fall, and I think they fumbled the snap. It's a sack. And they're gonna let it go to the warning. Fourth and 6, and now it'll be the warning. Here it is.
Offense, 5-yard penalty.
Illegal man downfield. 6. So gonna assess on the next play. It was in the end zone, so they go to the 25. A minute 54 to go, and all 3 timeouts for Chicago. A first down. McMahon. They go to Walter. Walter on the run. Only a gain of 4. 47 to go. They got to hurry at a timeout. Second and 6. Back to throw. Looking. McMahon. McMahon over Walter. No good. Third down and 6. Very, very big. McMahon to throw. McMahon will look. McMahon underneath to Walter. Walter 1 yard short. It's going to be 4th and 1. This might be it. Let's see. 4th and 1. McMahon to give it to Peyton. He's short. He's short. And it goes over to Cleveland. And they're jubilant on the sidelines. First down for Cleveland. A first down wins the game. Kevin Mack. And a gain of 2. Timeout. A field goal will win the game for Cleveland. 2nd and 8. They want to get the first down. And it would be a huge win. Manoa, and down he goes. They lose 4. Now you're forcing him to run the football on a 3rd and 12. They're not going to throw. They are going to throw. Bernie, and that's going to be short. And now they're going to go for it. It's 4th down. Probably about 40 seconds to go. And here we go. This is the game. 4th and 2. Bernie to throw. Bernie intercepted. Actually lose some yards. So let's see the second pick of the day by Cleveland. And here it is. 1st and 10 for Chicago. 25 seconds. McMahon, deep. No. Dixon can't do it. 18 seconds, 2nd out. McMahon, deep. No good. Couldn't really go. 3rd down. 3rd and 10. Jimmy, they're going deep. No, Dixon again. And this is it, 5 seconds. This is the game. McMahon, back to throw. He's going to throw it. It is no, incomplete. And that's it. Cleveland 13, Chicago 6. One score in the game. And that's Kozar to Kevin Mack, Chicago. 4th down, 1 of 3. The red zone, they were in 8 times in the red zone. How about that? 8 times in the red zone. And they have 2 field goals. Butler was 2 of 5. 5 times in the red zone, and that's all they got. 8 times in the red zone. That was really it. Unbelievable. Suey at 55 yards, Peyton with 46. And when you look at the total yards, 307 to 275. Goss at 5-4 in punts. I mean, oh my goodness. So there it was, an interception by Chicago. Look at this. An interception, a field goal, a punt, a missed field goal, a punt, and a half. Then a punt, a missed field goal, a missed field goal, an interception, a turnover on downs, 4th down, didn't get it. And then the game's over. Cleveland's loving that. New York and Cincinnati, other games. New York and Cincinnati. Cincinnati wins. They're 9-6. They end up winning the game. Kenny Stable, what a dominant performance. Ken Anderson was pretty good. Johnson, the running back, was good. Collinsworth targeted 16 times. Caught 9 of them. That's the kind of the West Coast. Seattle and Buffalo. Yeah, it was just an ugly game. Just a weird game. Hasselback against Jim Kelly. 2 no good teams. Oh, going back to the first game, Chicago and Cleveland. The fumbles. Manoa had 2 fumbles. He had 2, and Kevin Mack had 1. Frazier and Richardson got those. We want to see New England and Baltimore. So New England wins. Baltimore's out of it. They won't make realistically any AFC 8 and 6. Yeah. So 24-21 New England wins. The Ravens are eliminated. They score a touchdown with 1:28 to go. New England is dangerous. I wouldn't put it past them to make the playoffs get hot, and then that's it. I mean, that's the biggest thing. I wouldn't be past that in New England. Dallas blows away Tampa 31-14. They blew them away. Staubach was absolutely great. The running game was very good. And they were just solid. Clark is a little bit of a liability, so you got to worry about him. It could have been even more. I mean, the Jets in Kansas City, that's both 5 and 10 teams. Kansas City wins. You could read the stats if you want to do that. Detroit and Houston, another one. Houston is 6 and 9, and a very admirable season for Houston. The Houston Texans going up against the best simulated teams in the history of this league in this era, and they're 6 and 9, pretty good. The Steelers blow away New Orleans 40-17. This is one of the most impressive. The Steelers are hot. They're red hot. 16-31 for a score. Blyer is good. Harris is good. 213 yards rushing. I mean, they're really starting to gel. And the Steelers 11-4. We'll have to see where that put them. Baltimore 41-27 was 41-20. Then a meaningless score. But Baltimore again, they are just. They're an offensive juggernaut. They have won 11 in a row. 11 games in a row, and that is big. Atlanta and Green Bay. Green Bay is 7 and 8, but so is Chicago. Green Bay a lot more, but it is Chris Chandler, nothing. Jamal Anderson, a lot of good runs, but it is the turnover bug. Green Bay had 4 of them. They did. Brett Favre had 3 picks, and they had a fumble. So, let's go there. Carolina and Minnesota. Carolina's now 9 and 6. Minnesota's out of it. Minnesota's out of it 24-18, and then they touchdown to get there, and then the field goal. That was terrible. Carolina really dominated this game. They're now 9 and 6. The Redskins, they're 8 and 7. They got a hope among all hopes that things are happening. Denver just 3 and 12. They're a terrible year. Miami and since San Diego. San Diego, they were down 34-7. They scored. Then Miami goes 7 plays. So they almost came back. Marino was very good. Fouts, not so great. But, 3 turnovers does that to you. 34-27. They came back. They're saying wait till the playoffs. Oakland wins their division 17-3 over Philadelphia. They dominated. I don't think there was anything bad about that at all. Blanda was 1 and 3. There's something bad. The Rams beat Tennessee. Field goal 21 seconds to go. Todd Dempsey. They're 10 and 5. They had a good game, and McNair and the Titans, well, they lost. Jacksonville and San Francisco, they win. They win their division because they swept the Rams, and they look good doing it. Montana, very good. And as you take a look, Barry Helton 4 punts. Turnovers, they each had 1. Yeah, Jason Hansen 7 for 277. And there we go. So let's see the standings right now. You always hit rosters, then exit to refresh everything. Let's take a look. Dallas, how'd they do against New York? New York beat Dallas. Dallas beat New York. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit standings. So we'll go down here. And then when we want to see it, Dallas, the division 3 and 2. New York is 3-2. Who do they have? At the end, Dallas at Washington, New York, and Philadelphia. So when you look at the standings, Dallas Conference 6-3. So they split. So if Dallas wins, they're in. If they lose, and actually, if they tie in record, New York will win it, because for them to tie in the record, Dallas has to lose to a 4-11 Philadelphia team. So they'd go 10-6, but they would go 3-3 in the division, and New York would have to win for them to tie. So they would be 10-6, 4-2 in the division. So New York would win if they tie records based on the division record. So let's just go from there at the moment. Green Bay and Chicago. Green Bay beat Chicago twice. So that means they play Detroit at the end. As Chicago will play Minnesota. For Minnesota to go in, they, Green Bay, beat Minnesota. Minnesota beat Green Bay. So Chicago beat Minnesota. And Chicago beat Minnesota, has to beat Chicago. If they do that, they'll be 2-2 against everybody. And then we'll go through all the tiebreakers to find out if they were to beat Chicago and Detroit beat Green Bay. So that's big. Minnesota's 1-1 against everybody. But Green Bay beat Chicago. So they're 2-2. Green Bay would be 3-1. So Green Bay would have to lose. Yeah, if they lose to Detroit, so I think Minnesota might be out of it. I think they might be out of it. No, yeah, they would be out of it because Green Bay, Chicago, and Minnesota would all be 7-9. Green Bay swept, and Minnesota split. So Chicago would be 1-3, so Minnesota is out. San Francisco is one game. They clinched their division. They're 11-4. Did they play Dallas? Did they play Dallas? Oh, we had a San Diego game. That was a heck of a game. They didn't play Dallas. So let's take a look. Dallas in the conference 6-3, and San Francisco is 7-1. So San Francisco has a number 1 seed. They'd be 7-2, and Dallas would be 11-5. They'd be 7-3. So San Francisco has the winning percentage. They're number 1, no matter what. Atlanta, Carolina. Let's see, what did Atlanta do against Carolina? Atlanta killed Carolina. So, well, literally it doesn't matter because the winner wins the division. Winner wins the division based on record. Winner's going to be 9-6. Now, if they tie, Atlanta wins. If they tie, Atlanta wins. We might have that game. Miami and New England. Miami killed New England and beat New England. So they swept. They won the division. Pittsburgh beat Cleveland twice. And Cincinnati Cincinnati, Cleveland, and Cleveland. Yeah, they're good. They're in their prime. They're 11-4. Take a look quickly. They have won 5 in a row. They, ever since losing to the Giants 13-9, they beat Oakland by 4, beat the Ravens by 6, beat the Bears by 9, beat Miami by 16, beat New Orleans by 23. You see a pattern. It's getting worse and worse and worse. Baltimore's out of it. Oakland wins the division. Baltimore wins the division. Tennessee lost. Baltimore won. Look at Baltimore. 11 in a row. And they finish up at Houston. Number 1 offense. I can't believe that. So they started with a win over Oakland. So Baltimore might be the number 1 seed because Pittsburgh would now be the 3rd seed because they lost to Baltimore in the regular season. Oakland is 1, Baltimore is 2, Pittsburgh is 3, Miami is 4. Now the 3, Cleveland, Cincinnati, and San Diego, are there. The winner of Cleveland, Cincinnati will be in the playoffs. They'll be 10-6. If they tie, they'd be both 9-6-1, and they both would go, because 9-7 doesn't beat 9-6-1. San Diego is 9-6, a win there, and they go. In the NFC, San Francisco, number 1, Dallas, number 2, Atlanta and Green Bay. Atlanta is definitely number 3. I don't know about 2 and 3, how that goes. Green Bay. Then LA, New York, Carolina, New Orleans, and Washington are in there. But if the Giants and Carolina win, that's it. Looking at the next game, I think the only one for the division outright is Atlanta and Carolina. And we're going to have that game. Both are, Atlanta's a +1 for points for and points against. Carolina's a -13. But they're going for Dallas, Washington. Washington trying to win. Just Cincinnati, Cleveland, the winners in the playoffs. The loser has to wonder. I got to wonder, you got to wonder. So right now I'm doing my college playoffs. Not playoffs, but my other. There we go. But you look at that, and Atlanta and Carolina for the division. Oakland, San Diego, who knows? That Atlanta, Carolina, that's going to be crazy all these 16 weeks. Well, that's going to be it. That's going to be it for us today. That 16th week is going to be crazy. We'll see you later.